Hello, me llamo Senora Steen, and I will be teaching at Berea Academy. I will be teaching 2 high school classes this year. I will be teaching Spanish 1 on Thursdays at 10 a.m. We'll be using the Avanzamos 1 book. And also we'll be doing ClassZone.com, an online program that works with every lesson. It's just it's a great complement to the book. And then you'll be able to do weekly assignments, and I'll be able to see your work, and it'll be graded immediately, and we'll be able to communicate throughout the week, even though we meet just once a week. And Spanish 2, I will be doing Avanzamos. It looks like this. This is the teacher edition, but with the 2 at the top left-hand corner. And that also has the ClassZone.com component to the class as well. So we will be getting, 5 days of Spanish, even though we only meet for 2 hours a week. But the best thing I like about our classes is that we do projects. And these projects would be for Spanish 1. First semester you'll be doing you'll be picking a Hispanic or Spanish-speaking country, which there are 21 to choose from. And then you'll be researching it and coming back and giving an oral presentation, a formal presentation with your classmates, and you can bring guests for extra credit. And so you'll be learning the skill, you'll be acquiring the skill set of speech, and I think that's a really good skills to have to move on to any of the classes at high school level and college level, to be able to speak in front of your peers. And then second semester you'll be doing one of the 3 ancient civilizations in Latin America. So you'll be doing like the awesome Aztecs or the incredible Incas, or what was the other one? Amazing. Well, the Aztecs and Incas and the Maya. And that's one of the highlights of the year for my Spanish 1 class. So the presentations will be in English, and you'll have deadlines, and you'll have some outlines, and so it'll be a good use of how to do and how to set goals and meet your deadlines. And then in Spanish 2 you will be doing for the first semester you'll be doing presentations on how Hispanics influence the U.S. And so that will be even current, so it could be maybe talk about the wall, or talk about politics, talk about advertising to Hispanics here in the U.S., sports, actresses, entertainers, and so that's fun to research. And then the last one for Spanish 2, you'll actually be writing a Spanish fable in Spanish, and you'll have a moral to the story, somewhat like maybe an Aesop fable. You'll have vocabulary that you need to use, and it'll be in past tense, imperfect or preterite. So that will be a big challenge, and you'll have deadlines to meet, and you'll have to really push yourself, and you'll have props. You can read it in Spanish, you don't have to memorize it. So some students do really good in the prop area. Some do have a beautiful Spanish that they can read it beautifully. Some students can write like crazy and come up with a wonderful story. So it really pushes our students to develop in other areas. And then we always have feedback with your classmates. They provide excellent feedback. We learn how to give feedback. So those are some of the things that we can enjoy. But the best thing I like about my Spanish classes is the relationships that develop, friendships that develop, and I really enjoy my students, and I love it when they come back and surprise me even years later. So that's something that we really can't do if you're in a situation where you're learning this through a teacher that through CDs, or maybe someone online who doesn't get that relationship with you, who you don't really get to meet but you're watching. It's just a different component that I think is really special with our Berea staff and students, that we get that privilege. So we're going to do actually part 2 of this video. And part 2 will be, I'm going to be interviewing some of my previous students, and they're going to tell you a little bit about my classes and a little bit about my teaching style. So be ready for part 2.